The Astroworld Festival, now considered one of the deadliest concerts in U.S. history. 8 people died, hundreds injured in a crowd surge during Travis Scott's performance on Friday. Tonight, what we've learned about the festival's safety plan, the victims, and the multiple lawsuits filed. Hello, I'm Lynn Cannon.
And good evening to you. I'm Mia Gradney. A criminal investigation is now underway to determine how a day of fun and bliss turned into an evening of widespread injury and death. The FBI is now assisting in the probe.
And today, Houston Police Chief Troy Finner confirms he actually met with Travis Scott prior to Scott's performance on Friday to express concerns about safety. Finner saying, quote, "I asked Travis Scott and his team to work with HPD for all events over the weekend and to be mindful of his team's social media messaging on any unscheduled events. The meeting was brief," he said, "and respectful."
And today, the Harris County Medical Examiner confirmed the names of all of those who died. The victims range in age from 14 to 27 years old. But authorities caution it could be weeks before we know how they died.
We'll have more about the victims in our team coverage. We're also talking to survivors. But we start with investigative reporter Jeremy Rogowski. He's obtained the security and emergency plan organizers prepared ahead of this festival. Jeremy?
Yeah, Len, that plan is 56 pages long and it details all kinds of emergency scenarios, but it never once mentions crowd surge. The Astroworld Event Operations Plan identifies the ever-present threat of a mass casualty situation as a key concern, listing everything from bomb threats and active shooters to fire, lightning, tornadoes, even earthquakes. But one thing is missing.
Nothing about crowd density, crowd collapse, crowd crush.
Paul Wertheimer is a nationally recognized crowd management expert.
And yet it's a concert and festival with standing room environment, you know, and they don't even mention that as one of the emergencies.
The closest thing the event plan mentions is crowds exhibiting threatening or destructive behavior, with the response to request a supervisor add additional security support, but do not engage the crowd. When the mayhem ensued, there were clearly spelled out plans to stop the show, including public service announcement scripts to evacuate and the ability to shut down power, which the incident commander has the authority to do so if the lives of employees and guests are in immediate danger. But despite all of that,
you cannot just close when you got 50,000 and over 50,000 individuals, okay? We have to worry about riots.
Wow.
Crowd safety expert Wertheimer strongly disagrees.
If they had the proper information, they would cooperate. If they knew people were dying through a public address system notifying them if something was wrong, they would cooperate.
Instead, the show went on for more than a half hour after a mass casualty event was officially declared.
The show should have been stopped before anything ever got this far.
Now, we tried to ask Houston's police and fire chiefs about the event plan, but we're told both were unavailable, and the authors of the plan never got back to us for comment. Today, we also learned that the private security firm at the concert, Contemporary Services Corporation, has been disciplined 3 times over the past 5 years, most recently fined $1,800 for not properly licensing its employees with the state of Texas. That company did not reply to our requests for comment as well. Back to you.